Hi all, in this video I'll try to explain you the signs and the signatures shown by various planets about end of a yuga. So in ancient times the astrologers try to say something like whenever most of the planets are distributed across Aquarius, Pisces and Aries, where Pisces is representing the sacrificing energy, it's completely flushing out something and starting a new thing, right? Because the next sign is of course Aries. So that they used to say that kind of phenomena is going to start a new yuga, and this kind of thing is going to happen before 2025. We are going to discuss that in this particular video. And my dear friends, let's say you are just observing the planetary positions, and in a particular sign you are trying to identify a conjunction. Let us say you just observe there is a 5 planet conjunction, right? So see 4 planet conjunction and 5 planet conjunction in a particular sign. This may happen very frequently. So you are very normal with that. There is a 5 planet conjunction, let us say, okay, you would predict some event is going to happen because it's significant because it's a 5 planet conjunction. But your interest is in 6 planet conjunction because a 6 planet conjunction, 7 planet conjunction, 8 planet conjunction, these are all definitely going to trigger some events for sure, right? And especially if you observe 25th December 2019, the solar eclipse, right, that occurred in the sign of the Sagittarius. There was a 6 planet conjunction in Sagittarius in 25th December 2019, and thereafter you could really find the whole world, it's completely changed. The order of the world changed because of coronavirus, right? And in 2020 February, again, if you see in the sign of Capricorn, there was a 6 planet conjunction, and that triggered the second wave of coronavirus, right? And millions and millions of people died after that. Now, so your area of interest is 6 planet, 7 planet and 8 planet conjunction. Now, so you're seeing a 5 planet conjunction in the year X. Now, in the year X plus 1, you are seeing the same 5 planet conjunction, but a planet is also trying to join in that 5 planet conjunction so that it is going to make it as a 6 planet conjunction. But before it is making a 6 planet conjunction, right, another planet is going out of that particular business. Means there's a 5 planet conjunction and another planet is trying to join. So when this planet is trying to join this particular 5 planet conjunction, the planet that is already present in the 5 planet conjunction is going out of it. Then again it is a 5 planet conjunction only. Now that happened in X plus 1 year. Now in X plus 2 year, you are just observing the same phenomenon, and again you observed a 5 planet conjunction, and again another planet is trying to join, and then one planet in the whole 5 planet conjunction is leaving the moment another planet is trying to join. Means the phenomenon is happening again and again. So you want to say something about the 6 planet conjunction, but the 6 planet conjunction is not happening because the moment one planet is trying to join the 5 planet conjunction, one of the planets in the 5 planet conjunction is leaving that conjunction. So ultimately at a single point of time you are always able to see only a 5 planet conjunction. But if there is a 6 planet conjunction, yes, you can say something better, something great or phenomenal is going to happen to the world. You can predict such kind of events. Now that happened in X plus 2 year also. X plus 3 also the same thing, but in X plus 4 the planet, the 6 planet conjunction happened. The 6 planet conjunction that you are waiting for happened in, let us say, in another consecutive year. That's it. then what would be your prediction based on that? Okay, so in the year X there was a 5 planet conjunction only, but in X plus 1 the 6 planet conjunction was just a miss. X plus 2 also same thing, X plus 3 also same thing, and X plus 4 suddenly it happened. That means the planets were trying to give some information to the humanity, right? Repeatedly they were tempting the whole astrology group, means astrologers group, to say something, but again, it is not the year, wait for some time, something like that, and finally it happened, let us say. Then clearly every astrologer can say, okay, there is an event that is going to happen, but it is in pending status, year by year it is in pending status, but in a particular year, yes, it happened, right? So the same thing is happening here in the year 2022, April 29th. If you observe, almost all the planets are across Aquarius, Pisces and Aries, but only one planet is not in agreement with these, that is Mercury. So Mercury is saving this whole ending of the era or ending of yuga, but it is just giving us a sense that other planets are trying to signal that there is an end of yuga, right? So you cannot find any date. You just this app is Rik Panchang app. You just scroll through the dates and see the planetary positions. Watch this video in full screen mode, of course. You cannot find a single date where all the planets are across Aquarius, Pisces and Aries only, right? Of course, you cannot find Rahu and Ketu in a single sign because they are always 180 degrees apart, right? Now, so on April 28th, even Saturn is not going to be in the whole. So my belt, I am going to refer here the term belt. What I mean by belt here? Belt means Aquarius, Pisces and Aries. I am telling this as a sacrificing belt and the starting of a new energy belt. I am calling it as a sacrificing belt, right? Okay. So Saturn is not in the sacrificing belt. Mercury is also not in the sacrificing belt. Now I am just increasing the date. Saturn joined here, but Mercury is not part of this particular whole belt. If I decrease the date, I am seeing Mercury, of course, in the belt, but Saturn and Moon are not in the belt. So let me try to increase the date here. 24th, 25th. By 25th, Mercury is out of this belt, and on 26th, of course on 27th or 28th, some date, even though the Saturn is joining this particular belt, Mercury is of course out of this belt. So I'm not able to find a date where I'm able to clearly show this particular sacrificing belt in the sky. So 2022 giving me a sense of saying about end of this particular kaliyuga, but it is not ensuring it because Mercury is out of the business, right? Now my interest is to increase the dates, right? Just to find a date where I can see this particular planets in this belt, in this sacrificing belt, but this is not happening. So this is not happening anywhere, it is not happening, right? So clearly, even though I am increasing the date, right, but Saturn, Jupiter and Rahu are in this belt. They are the key planets for me, because once they are in a particular sign, let us say Jupiter is in a particular sign, you can find it in the same sign for 8 months to 1 year, and Rahu for 1.5 years and Saturn for 2.5 years you can find it. Of course there is some retrograde motion and leaving the sign, but it's to some significant amount of time you can find the Saturn, Jupiter and Rahu in the same signs, right? Remaining planets, of course, they try to come and go into the business. Now Even though I'm increasing the date, I'm not able to find it. I'm not able to find it, right? Now again, I'm going to 2023. Okay, 2022 promised me something giving me a sense of saying end of the kaliyuga, but it is not ensuring me. It is not ensuring me. It is saying it is still in pending status. Wait for some more time, right? And this kind of pending status, I'm going to take it as a pending status if I see same kind of sacrificing belt with at least one planet leaving this particular belt, right, in 2023 also, right? Let me try to check 2023 here. Now, is it promising me again? Here, see, all the planets, Saturn, Moon, Sun, Mercury, Jupiter, Venus, Rahu, all the 7 planets are in the sacrificing belt, but Mars is out of the business. So here 2023 is also giving me a sense of saying end of Kali Yuga, but Mars is saying just wait my dear friend, it is in pending status. Okay, my whole thing is just check the dates, right? So I'm just moving it. Now again, of course, even though there's a 4 planet conjunction, and even if I reduce the date, I may find a 5 planet conjunction, but this 5 planet 4 planet conjunctions are very normal. They occur very frequently. You can see multiple horoscopes of different people having 4 planet 5 planet conjunction. That's not a big deal here, but my idea, so 2023 is also promising me, is also giving me a sense of saying end of Kali Yuga, but Mars denied it. Now again, let me go to 2024. If 2024 is going to, so 2 times it was a miss. Now 2024, now move to February. Now all the planets are again joining this particular, see here, it's trying to promise something. All the planets are in this particular sacrificing belt except Moon, but I can just join Moon here by improving my date, because Moon is a fastly moving planet. So somehow I'm very much sure that this Moon will join my sacrificing belt, ensuring something like end of a yuga or end of something. Here it is perfectly done. It is perfectly done. See, all the planets are in Aquarius, Pisces and Aries. In 2024 is showing yes, all the planets are in your sacrificing belt, right? This time no planet is denying me. Of course, Ketu is out of the business always, because Rahu is joining the business, and Rahu and Ketu are always opposite and they are 180 degrees apart. Now all the planets are completely here. Now even though all the planets are here in these signs, in this particular sacrificing belt, let me check how many degrees they are occupying in the whole sky. Whole sky is 360 degrees. Now if I check Moon, Mars, Saturn, which is occupying more degrees, from that I want to count. So Saturn is 19 degrees and Moon is 7 degrees. So let me move. Now Moon is at 22 degrees, right? Saying Saturn is at 20 degrees. So I want maximum, I want to make it maximum, because I want to find the minimum degrees that this particular belt occupies in the zodiac or in the sky, right? So Saturn, now I want to check Mars. Mars is at 17 degrees, making it as is the starting planet in this whole sacrificing belt. So let me try to improve this one also. So now it is at 18 degrees. Now on 9th I can see, right? So on 10th I can see Mars at 20 degrees, but Moon is going out of the business here, right? Moon is going out of the business. I don't want moon to be at maximum degree of Aries. I want Jupiter is at 25 anyways. So now let me check. Mars is at 20 degree and Saturn is at 20 degree. So 20. So that means Aquarius 10 is remaining, right? So 20 to 30 is Aquarius. So that particular belt, in that belt, so Saturn and Mars are at 20 degrees Aquarius. So 10 degree is the area it is going to take the next. And now Sun, Mercury, Rahu, Venus. Anyways, the whole Pisces is covered always. So 30 degrees of Pisces I am considering and 10 degrees of Aquarius. That is 20 degree Aquarius to 30 degree Aquarius I am considering. That is 10 degrees of this whole Aquarius. The final 10 degrees of Aquarius. So this particular 10 and that 30 degree Pisces, total it is 40 degree Pisces. And now if you check Jupiter, and Jupiter is at 25 degree and moon is at 21 degree, right? So let me make it April 9th only, right? So Mars is at 19 degrees and Saturn is at 20 degrees. So Mars is 19, making it 11 degree, the 11 final degrees of Aquarius, and Jupiter is occupying the 25 degrees of Aries. So 25 degrees of Aries and 30 degrees of Pisces, totally 55, and 11 degrees of Mars. So it is 66 degrees. So in the whole 66 degrees of the sky, you are able to see 8 planets in the sky. 66 degrees, right? So let us say there is an 8 planet conjunction in a particular sign. Why it is significant? It is significant because in the 30 degree area of sky, you are seeing 8 planets. Then what about 66 degrees of the sky? In the 66 degrees of the sky, I am able to see 8 planets. See, it's difficult to see 8 planets in 30 degree area, but 66 degree area, it is also difficult. It is also a rarely occurring phenomenon. And where it is occurring, it's not occurring somewhere like Cancer or in Leo, across Leo, or two side, or in Virgo, or somewhere. If it is occurring somewhere in the area of Cancer, or in the area of Leo, or in the area of Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, it may not be having this much of significance, but it is happening around the sign of Pisces. 66 degree area of the sky, if you observe with a microscope or with whatever technique you have to find these planets, in the 66 degree area of the sky, you are able to see 8 planets, right? So what do you mean by that? I am calling this whole thing as a sacrificing belt. Why I am calling it as a sacrificing belt? Because Pisces energy is more here, because Pisces is under pressure here. Pisces energy is going to reflect here, right? Rahu is present in Pisces, Venus and Sun are present there, and Jupiter is at Aries and Saturn is in Aquarius. Saturn is in its Mula Trikona house, that is Aquarius, where it is going to give lot of possibilities for technological advancements. So this kind of energy is clearly showing technological advancements, end of a yuga and starting of a new thing, because Jupiter is also present there. Jupiter is a jiva, means it is a life-giving planet. It is giving life to something new, because Aries is beginning of something. You just observe the first nakshatra of Aries is Ashwini nakshatra, and its sign is always a horse's head. Horse's head represents beginning of something, right? And Ashwini is, of course, is the first nakshatra of the whole 27 nakshatras in the sky. So obviously Jupiter is a life-giving planet. It is giving life to something new. So clearly 9th April 2024, 9th April 2024 is going to start something new. And according to the Vedic literature, April 13, 14, 15, these are the dates where India celebrates New Year, because that is when sun comes to Ashwini Nakshatra. 13, 14, 15 April of every year, sun comes to Ashwini Nakshatra, 0 degrees of Ashwini Nakshatra, the Gandanta point of this whole, Ashwini Nakshatra. So that's where people start, counting the year in India. The moment sun comes to Ashwini Nakshatra, okay, this is starting of the new year. And once again sun comes to Ashwini Nakshatra, okay, the previous year is ended and another year started, right? Like that, if you have something related to the planets, about end of a yuga and starting of a new yuga, then this can be taken as a reference, because all the planets are around Pisces. Even when the kaliyuga started, it started around some 3106 BC at some time, right? So here we are in the 5000 plus years of kaliyuga. 5134 or something year is going on now, right? So let me check it correctly. I will come with a correct figure now. So if you just check a kaliyuga, when kaliyuga actually started, you just Google it, or it is the universally accepted date of starting of kaliyuga. It is actually 3102 18th February BCE, before Christ. It actually started, the kaliyuga started. So 3102 years before the 0th year, and now after 0th year we are at 2021. So if you just add 2021 to this, clearly it is 5123 year is going on now, right? So obviously we are running in 5123th year, 123rd year, 5123rd year, right? So in most of the literature, even in the literature called Kalagnanam, it was written by Sri Veerabrahmendra Swami, where he clearly noted, once 5000 years are over in the Kali Yuga, so then comes the disaster part of this whole yuga, So for the past 120 years, whatever you're seeing on the earth happening, all of them are actually, they are not good for the humanity. That is the ideology of Kalagnanam, right? Clearly most of the bad events, they occurred in the last 123 years only, right? And he clearly estimated, I think the estimation comes around 2000, 2005, 2007, something like that. There are different years according to different ideologies, but definitely 2025, because so there are so many there's so many confusions, because somebody would say according to this, it is, somebody say it is 2025, somebody says it is 2040, somebody says it is 2050. So different years, right? They are coming up with different years. So my ideology is to check the planetary positions and get something out of it, because planetary positions clearly show clear signs, a very good signs about, very good signatures about life on earth, about whatever is going to happen, because Vedic literature, the Vedic astrology is very much powerful, right? So I'm considering this as going to be a new beginning, because repeatedly it is trying to show something. In 2022 it will show something about, it will definitely show the world a sense of ending of something. Ending of something is not ending of the very simple, problems that the humanity is seeing. It is clearly showing ending of a yuga only. 2023 is also the same thing. It is showing ending, it is giving a sense of ending of a yuga. 2024 April 9th, it's just declaring it, right? Now, in this whole phenomenon, I really think there would be, these things are very common. Everybody can say when these things are going to, shown by the planetary positions. Astrologers generally predict it would be, there would be a lot of earthquakes or a lot of tsunamis, or there would be so many diseases. And even in the Kalagnanam, Veerabrahmendra Swami wrote that there would be 360 varieties of diseases. 360 varieties of diseases, or some people say all the 365 days, means throughout the year people may suffer from some or the other disease. That is one of the signs he proposed before end of kaliyuga. Right? End of kaliyuga is just means it is going to start a completely new order. Of course, in starting this new order, there would be lot of destruction going to happen. That destruction on the earth, the possibilities of destruction are, earthquakes, tsunamis, and some asteroid hitting the earth, or the varieties of diseases. These things so many people predict, because based on the planetary positions, it is showing up ending of a yuga and starting of a new yuga. That's it, as simple as that, right? And according to astrology, up to now nobody predicted something like, this is the place where earthquake is going to occur on so and so date and on so and so time. Till now astrology unable to predict this kind of thing. The astrological predictions are something like, plus or minus or something like that. These are called predictions. These are not, it's not like exactly this is going to happen on that particular day. On 20th February at night, 9:30 p.m., 9:36 p.m. IST, in this particular place, earthquake is going to happen. No, till now astrology is not able to tell that, but it can sense the energies, and if the energies are bad or the energies are good. Clearly, see, so many astrologers felt the December 2019 onwards, they felt a lot of negativity around in the surroundings. There was a sensing of negative energy wherever you go. If you practice astrology, if you are into mantra chanting, if you are observing the energies, clearly you sense that, right? December 2019 onwards, people sensed it. And now clearly in the month of October, or at the ending of August or September starting, people are trying to feel, means the best astrologers, or you can say the people that can sense energies, they're really feeling some kind of positivity, some kind of positive energy, but clearly there is a kind of confusion energy throughout the world, an energy of confusion. And this kind of confusion energy, never occurred on the earthly plane. That kind of confusion energy is clearly established. Clearly you can sense that kind of confusion energy, but you can be very normal, you can be very slow, you can be very steady and try to balance the energies. But as a whole, this 9th April 2024 is clearly giving us some information. 8 planets in the 66 degrees of the whole sky is really magical, and it is clearly showing end of something, end of the yuga and starting of a new yuga. The moment the moment 13th or 14th or 15th April, sun is coming to Ashwini Nakshatra, that is in Aries. That's it. We can celebrate a new yuga, you can say. That's starting of a new yuga. It's not only starting of a new year in India, it is going to be a starting of a new yuga. Now, in this particular whole chaos, you can find so many. See, the whole universe is something like the ideology of Vedic culture is something like the godliness. The godliness is distributed across three gods, you can say. They actually segregated the godliness into three. One is the creation energy, another one is maintenance, and another one is destruction. Right? Vedic literature segregated the godliness into three segments, into three, right? Creation, maintenance, and destruction. So the creator is Brahma, and the maintenance power is given to Vishnu, and the destruction is indicated by Shiva. Destruction, the lord of destruction is Shiva, right? And they cannot perform the activities that they have to perform by their own. They need the help of Shakti. They need the help of Shakti. So what is the Shakti of Brahma, the creator? The Shakti of Brahma is called Saraswati. So in order to create something, you need lot of skill, you need lot of intelligence, lot of knowledge, and that whole knowledge, that logical thinking, that creative power, everything is represented as that Shakti is Saraswati. So they divided godliness into three, and godliness cannot do anything without Shakti, without power. So they divided that power also into three. So for creator, Saraswati is needed, the creative intelligence. And then for maintainer, that is Vishnu, the lord of maintenance, the lord of maintenance, he is given a power, a Shakti called Lakshmi. Goddess Lakshmi. Lakshmi is the representation of abundance. Lakshmi is further divided into 8. Ashtalakshmi, you say, right? Santana Lakshmi, Dhana Lakshmi, Dhanya Lakshmi, means these are all different varieties of Lakshmis, different varieties of abundance. Dhanya Lakshmi is the food, and Dhana Lakshmi is the money. Santana Lakshmi is the progeny, right? So there are 8 varieties of Lakshmis you can always see, right? So these 8 Lakshmis, the whole idea is abundance. If there is no abundance, then the maintenance power is, the maintainer cannot do anything. Vishnu cannot do anything without Lakshmi. And now the another god is Shiva, the destructor. So what is the necessity? What destructor needed? Destructor needs the power, a Shakti called as Parvati, as a power of destruction. Without Parvati, Shiva is nothing. And now Parvati in her furious form is actually treated as Mahakali, and in the more furious forms is a concept called as Dasha Mahavidya, 10 different destructive energies. So when this whole idea of destruction is coming into the picture, then the Dasha Mahavidya comes into the picture. It's furious, and whenever there is a super destruction throughout the world, that is actually done by Dasha Mahavidya only. That is done by Mahakali only. That is Parvati in her furious forms. So Dasha Mahavidya is the responsible deities for this whole destruction. Now, when they are doing destruction, they don't segregate. They treat the whole humanity as humanity. Okay, this is humanity and we have to destruct it. So it's not like the destruction is not going to be ordered. It's a kind of random destruction. In this whole destruction, Because when there is a problem in the human society, everybody is responsible for that problem, right? Everybody is responsible for a problem in the human society, in the whole human society. So everybody is a sinner here. If you are not opposing any problem that you are seeing right in front of you, if somebody is suffering and if you are just ignoring and enjoying your life, then you are a sinner. So obviously the whole humanity is treated as one single entity, one single energy, and Dasha Mahavidya is going to flush out the whole human energy, some part randomly. Now if you think you are very good and you did not do any mistake throughout your life, you are very good, then one thing we can do is we can direct Dasha Mahavidya. This is possible. You may think it very very wide, but yes, it is possible. So how to direct Dasha Mahavidya? So you have to pray Dasha Mahavidya. Means you can pray any goddess like Bhairavi, Pratyangira, Bagalamukhi or Chinnamastaka, any goddess you take, and you try to tell the goddess that the whole bad energy of this earth is responsible, is because of so and so person. It's not like if you're just telling some random name or some random person or your enemy, it is not sufficient. The person should really be a bad person. Then only Dasha Mahavidya can direct its energy towards that bad people, and it can destroy all the bad energy, all the bad people. It will try to take the human form if you are really directing them. It happened in the Vedic times also. They try to pray gods and goddesses like, this guy is the responsible person, this Mahishasura is the responsible person for all the bad things on the earth. So, oh my deities, please come and kill this guy Mahishasura. But in recent times, this is missing. That praying gods and goddesses and telling the gods and goddesses about the bad people. It happened in Vedic culture. That was how Narakasura was killed, and we celebrate Deepavali, we celebrate Diwali, right, on that occasion. Now when Narakasura was killed, that was the time this Diwali started. And when Mahishasura was killed, Vijayadashami, right, different festivals people celebrated, So in Vedic culture we have a habit of celebration of win over bad energy. When goodness wins over badness, when a beautiful and good energy wins over a bad and destructive or bad to the humanity, this kind of energy, right? So when good wins over bad, we celebrate a festival, as simple as that, right? So now we need to direct Dasha Mahavidya, saying that these are the people responsible for the world's bad energy. In my opinion, the world's bad energy, the people that are responsible for world's bad energy is bad politicians. Undoubtedly, bad rulers, bad politicians are responsible for all the humanity's worries and sorrows, because they are given the power to rule the people, to form new laws, thereby giving very good and positive days and very good comfortable life to all the humanity. But they are not doing it, right? Of course, some people are doing it. We are not talking about the good politicians and good rulers. We are talking about the bad rulers and bad politicians. And they must be killed without any exception, and their flesh, their blood is the delicious food of Dashamahavidya. When a bad ruler is killed by Dashamahavidya and eaten up by her, when the blood of a bad politician is sucked up by Dashamahavidya, it's going to be a new day for the whole humanity, and that day we need to celebrate, So here we need to direct the Dashamahavidya. So you just pray every day before sleeping and after waking up. Just pray Dashamahavidya that, "Oh Dashamahavidya, kill all the bad politicians, eat their flesh, and drink their blood, and in exchange give us happy life." This is what you have to do every day before sleeping and after waking up. And this way, so when the whole world is praying this way, the destructive energy will listen to us. That is not a simple destructive energy. It's destructive energy is for something better. So just as Dashamahavidya, Bhairavi or Pratyangira or Bagalamukhi or Chinnamastaka, anyone, take any goddess and just pray that, "O Bagalamukhi, O Pratyangira, O Bhairavi, O Chinnamastaka, please eat away all the flesh of all the bad politicians and drink their blood and give us happiness in exchange." So in exchange, give us happiness. Pray like this. In Vedic literature, in Vedic times, people used to pray like this, and that was the times when God himself created himself into a human form and killed all the bad people. But in present days, it is not happening. So it is our responsibility to pray God, to pray Dashamahavidya especially, ask them to kill all the bad politicians. You may think Dashamahavidya has this much of power to kill so many bad politicians in the world. I'm telling you, it's not enough for them. For Dashamahavidya, if they just eat something like some 1 lakh tons of bad politicians' flesh, they can eat in 1 minute, something like that. They're very simple, in eating up the bad energy. They can do it in 1 second also. So our ideology is here. Our idea is to postpone the end of the kaliyuga. If you want to postpone the end of the kaliyuga, right, you just pray Dashamahavidya, or at least end of the kaliyuga. Of course, it is shown by this planetary positions as per our analysis, right? And at least before the end of the kaliyuga, there would be lot of destruction, lot of population destruction is going to happen, and we just need to direct Dashamahavidya so that we will save the good people, and we will feed all the bad politicians to Dashamahavidya, all the bad rulers. So let us say the bad rulers and the bad politicians are eaten up by Dashamahavidya by 2022, let us say. In 2023, we will come to the bad people, right? We will try to pray Dashamahavidya to eat up all the bad people. And believe me, so many people, so many time travelers, you can say, or Trikala Jnanis we generally call them, and even the saints, they clearly said there would be 1,000 years of golden period once the Mahapralaya, after the Mahapralaya, or after the Third World War, some people say, or after the 27 years of World War, or after the end of kaliyuga, or whatever. So after some destruction, some significant amount of destruction, there would be a very beautiful period ahead, the 1,000-year period. So if you just want to enjoy that period, right, of course not the whole 1,000 years golden period, maybe at least to an extent, if you want to enjoy that period, it's our responsibility to direct the Dasha Mahavidya to eat up all the bad politicians and the bad people thereafter. So this is my analysis. So it's clearly showing up, right? In 2022, it is giving a sense of end of Kali Yuga. 2023, again it is giving, but 2022 Mercury is denying, and 2023 Mars is denying. But in 2024, somehow the planets are able to adjust themselves in the area of 66 degrees around the sky, and that's it. It's clearly promising something about technological advancements, end of a yuga, and starting of a fresh and new energy, and that's really promising. Thanks for watching this video.